Deconstructing the Egyptian support misinformation. The narrative regarding Egypt's secret support for Iran is identified as a disinformation campaign. By repurposing old statements from General Samir Farag dating back to the 12-day war in June 2025, agitators attempt to create a rift between Cairo and Gulf capitals. Contextual reality. In 2025, the conflict was strictly Iran-Israel. Egypt's stance then was dictated by viewing Israel as the primary conventional threat. Strategic shift. As a professional military strategist, Farag, and by extension the Egyptian state, views Iran's expansionist project and nuclear ambitions as an existential threat to regional stability and Gulf security, which is a red line for Egyptian national security. 2. Egypt's balancing act. Stability versus regime change. Egypt's strategic doctrine in 2026 appears to follow a containment without collapse model. Objective: modify Iranian behavior and curtail its proxies. The fear of vacuum. Cairo opposes a total state collapse in Tehran to avoid a repeat of the post-2003 Iraq or Syrian scenarios, which would lead to regional chaos and potentially leave Israel as the sole unchecked hegemon. Official stance. Egypt remains firmly allied with the Gulf, condemning Iranian aggressions and maintaining high military readiness to support its allies. 3. The internal Iranian schism. The text highlights a profound decoupling within the Iranian leadership. The diplomatic wing. The president offers apologies and de-escalation promises to Gulf neighbors. The hardline military wing. The foreign ministry, likely influenced by the IRGC, nullifies these promises within hours. Result: this decision-making paralysis suggests a regime struggling to maintain a unified front under immense external pressure. 4. The red lines of Saudi Arabia and the UAE. The tone from Riyadh and Abu Dhabi has shifted from diplomacy to active deterrence. Saudi Arabia, warning of reciprocal responses, implying potential strikes within Iranian territory. UAE, emphasizing a thick skin and high military readiness, signaling that any violation of sovereignty will be met with overwhelming force. 5. The Trump factor and global implications, with the U.S. administration under Trump considering high-stakes interventions. Surgical strikes, the potential use of special forces to seize enriched uranium. Economic contagion, the disruption of oil supply chains is pushing the global economy toward a breaking point, leading some analysts to label this the dawn of World War III. Conclusion and key takeaway. The situation in 2026 is no longer about local skirmishes. It is a systemic reordering of regional power. Egypt's role is that of a stabilizing anchor, supporting the Gulf's security while desperately trying to prevent a total regional meltdown that would follow an Iranian state collapse.